Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The supremacy battle between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza Alliance manifested itself yesterday during Mulembe Women Conference in Kakamega. The conference had brought together all women leaders across all the Mulembe counties. Speeches were made, speakers were heckled, depending on what the speakers were saying. Some were cheered, some were heckled. In this video, I want us to dig deep into the story for Kenyans to know what transpired during the conference and the message that came out very clearly from that conference. Before doing that, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. The conference was held in Kakamega and it brought together all women leaders across all the Mulembe counties. Leaders were invited across the political divide, both in Kenya Kwanza Alliance and in Azimio. Trouble started when Malava Member of Parliament, Malulu Injendi, started praising William Ruto's government. Yes, the women leaders could not just hear of that, and they heckled him and eventually forced him out. Or rather, they literally kicked him out. Have a look at this.
Security! I want to take over the program. I am taking the program. I am taking up program.
Hours later, Mudavadi was invited to speak. And Mudavadi played it very safe until when he talked about William Ruto. That's when trouble started and the women could hear none of that. Mudavadi was forced to cut short his speech. Let me start by saying this. The conference was not organized by any political party. And that's why leaders were invited across the political divide, those in Kenya Kwanza Alliance and those in Azimio, including Musalia Mudavadi. That proves the conference was not organized by any political party. The message that came out very clearly from that conference, the first message, Raila Odinga is still the man to beat in Western Kenya. And I'm saying that because Pro-Azimio speakers were being cheered and being adulated as they spoke. Edwin Sifuna was cheered, Martha Karua was cheered, Osotsi was cheered. This Eugene Wamalwa, all these leaders who spoke, who are pro-Azimio, were being cheered as they spoke. On the contrary, leaders who were seen as leaning towards William Ruto, they were being heckled. And Malulu Injendi had to be kicked out. That only proves and shows clearly that a good majority of the women who attended that conference were pro-Azimio. Yes, that's why they were cheering up Azimio speakers. That's something that came out very, very clearly. And then secondly, the mere fact again that Mudavadi, even after giving out 2 million Kenya shillings to the women, still the women could not allow him finish his speech or talk about William Ruto the way he had requested. That confirmed and proved it to me that Musalia Mudavadi is not respected amongst his people. He is being seen as a sellout, somebody not representing the interest of his people. And that might be true because if you look on how the Mulembe nation voted in the August elections, Raila got a whopping majority of the Mulembe vote in all the Mulembe counties, in spite of the fact that Mudavadi and Wetangula were in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Still, the Mulembe nation voted for Raila Odinga. And even now that Musalia is the prime cabinet secretary, still that has not convinced the Mulembe nation to embrace William Ruto's government. That proves beyond any reasonable doubt that these Mulembe people see Musalia as a leader not representing their interests. Mudavadi is representing his own interests. And from that conference again, it also proved that even though a good number of elected leaders in Western are embracing William Ruto's government, they are doing that just as individuals. The people are not with them. They are embracing Ruto as individuals. The people are not with them. And that's why the ground is still hostile to William Samoei Ruto and his team. And that goes on to prove that the voting patterns might have not changed much. I'm seeing a very high possibility where the traditional voting blocks are still intact, and even if an election maybe was to be done, nothing has changed much. The people might still just vote the way they've been voting. So the elected leaders have actually not influenced the ground to embrace William Samoei Ruto. And also from that conference, it also came out very clearly that Kenyans, and more so in the Mulembe nation, are very disappointed of William Ruto's government. And I'm saying that because Musalia really spent a lot of time trying to explain things, but even from the mood of those women there, you are seeing they were clearly not interested. In fact, they were just silent as Musalia spoke. Maybe they were just waiting for him to actually give them what he had brought. And upon giving what he had brought, then the women had no business with him. In fact, they could not allow him to finish his speech. But when he gave them the 2 million, they shared it. They really shared, but then that was it. They never allowed him to finish his speech. As I conclude, it's almost very clear and very certain that William Ruto and his team must work extra hard in the Mulembe nation to tilt the scales there. The ground seems to be very hostile against William Ruto and his team. They must work extra hard. And also, as I conclude, it's still very clear Raila Odinga is the man to beat in Western. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who wants to support us here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.